Hello everybody, so we are back. This is without a doubt probably one of the worst quests thus far in the game. I mean, this is just beyond boring, just going around talking to these different women, trying to find out about Dandelion, and we're trying to track down Dandelion because supposedly he was the last one to come in contact with Siri. So, of course, we have to jump through, like, a million hoops to track Dandelion down. And in my previous part, we were having a conversation with two sisters who look very much alike, but are very much different. So let's continue on this conversation tree here.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored, she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Alright, try to go talk to like 3 more women. And I somehow leveled up.
Kessen?
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
How the hell do I get out of here? Alright, there's one more chick up here that I need to talk to. Yeah, she is over here. All of these women have like a lot of guards outside their area.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious to see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of monsters, and my son.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Latar, known until recently simply as Molly.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Latar?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
No, I really don't want to go with you, shitbird. But, what the hell, I might as well.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Oh god, man, this quest is gonna drag on, man. This is ridiculous. Absolutely pointless nonsense, dude. I haven't fought a huge battle since, I don't know, since Crookback Bog, when I fought off that big monster and all of the smaller monsters. But that's like the real fight that I got into, you know, like that's the last real fight that I've gotten into. Ever since then, I've been getting into fist fights and fighting little girls with wooden swords and other nonsense.
We've arrived.
Nice place.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah. Gray's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the Chestnut or the Bay?
The Chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Retanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the Bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
I'm not racing, man.
What would you say to a little race?
No, fuck you. I'm not racing.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
No, I'm not
I'd rather
racing.
resolve things with Molly.
Well, there she is. See the slim young woman? Resolve what you must. I shall play the horses for a time. If you wish, we can ride back to the city together.
Yeah. I could give two shits about winning a fucking saddle in a stupid horse race, man. I just want to get this quest over with as quickly as possible.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the black stallion and the grey mare. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry, don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Yeah, right, man.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
No.
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... what's it? Congregations. Awful tiring, all this. But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes.
Oh, that's because I never told him I stopped. Didn't want him to treat me any different.
And your husband has nothing against it? Your old friendship?
Course not. Sweetiekins couldn't be happier that Dandelion's raising me sophistication.
Oh man, yeah, she is so sophisticated. It's just oozing out of her pores, all of the sophistication.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Why would she go with him and do all of that stuff when she's married, man? This girl's a little whore, man.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you can see he cares for her. Looks after her.
Oh man, this girl is so stupid.
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Well, this was another huge waste of time. Seriously, I literally have gotten zero information from all three women up to this point on Dandelion. I'm really struggling to understand why the fuck I have to do this as a part of the story. You know, I just don't understand. I don't get it, man. This is a complete fucking waste of time.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request.
Fuck you.
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
It's kind of retarded that I'm receiving 150 points for every... It's really stupid.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yes, let's get the fuck out of here.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
At first, I thought that this guy was a villain, but honestly, he's not too bad. I mean, he seems like a decent enough dude, even though he looks like a douchebag. Oh, this is so frustrating, man. I would rather be out hunting monsters or doing anything other than this quest right now. But I don't have a choice. I mean, you are literally forced to do this quest whether you want to or not because it's part of the story. So I really have no choice. It's just frustrating, man. I mean, I guess some people like garbage like this. I don't, man. I don't. I seriously think the last 30 minutes has been a huge waste of time doing this nonsense. And these load times are just getting more and more annoying as this game goes on. They seriously need to come out with a patch that fixes this garbage. The hell?
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Alright. That was a waste of time. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this part. We have 2 more women to talk to, so I'm hoping once I talk to these last 2 women that we'll actually get some semblance of a story or something, or, you know, try to find out where Dandelion is. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment down below and hit that like button if you're enjoying the series.